Hey World of Tanks players, back to World of Tanks, and I'm bringing you two more videos from the 100 subscriber replay contest. And to start, we have Alex in the trusty T26E4 Super Pershing. This, and you see his two marks there. Alex is very good at this tank. Alex is simply a very good player. But I love the Super Pershing. I've had it for a long time. It controls you sometimes, but generally speaking, it's just such a great heavy tank. Even though it's a medium, it's not. It's heavy. It plays like a heavy. You play it like a heavy. Generally. Alex is on airfield. He's top tier. Super Pershing gets preferential matchmaking, so it never faces anything above tier 9. And I'm trying to read. He's got damn yanking on his turret. Mine's got Superman, and of course I've done a number of Super Pershing videos, including recently to cinematic set to the John Williams Superman music. And the team's got an interesting deployment here. Alex is moving to work the middle, which is not a bad move. Super Pershing could either easily have gone this way and played as a heavy, or it can cover the middle. It's not the fastest machine. It really is heavy tank speed, but it has fantastic gun depression, and its turret armor, well, its armor in general, is very difficult for most medium tanks to deal with. Generally, you do need heavy tanks or tank destroyers. Of course, its side and rear are very, very lightly armored, but you don't want to get into a knife fight in a Super Pershing. Small, fast tanks like Comets can do a lot of damage. Friendly already takes out the Cromwell that was scouting up in Beta 6. Bravo 6, excuse me. And Alex is looking. This is a nice spot right here. If enemy tanks push too far through the middle, you get flanking fire into them. And he's also checking, yep, that's what he was looking for. Easily pens the side of the IS-6, who misses his return shot terribly. Would have had a shot on the IS-3, but well, IS-3 wants to move forward. But alright, so he's looking for that IS-6 again. And an enemy Super Pershing's coming around next to the water. So Alex does what I think is a good move, and he turns. And as he's trying to move that IS-3, this is where the Super Pershing controls you. Its accuracy is not always great at medium to long ranges. Ooh. Artillery strike just missed. And there's the enemy Super Pershing coming right at him. Alex takes a shot which bounces, Super Pershing bounces. But Alex, all he's got to do is hold, because he's got friendly tanks shooting the side and rear of the Super Pershing, enemy Super Pershing I should say, switch to premium ammo and pens him, and but he goes down pretty quickly. Now the enemy Rudy came to help, but he came a little late, and he's taken hellish fire. Alex misses. Rudy takes another hit. He kills the Skoda T40, and then Alex connects a shot for the kill. And here comes the SU-100. Now, can I point out that if this Super Pershing, this Rudy, and this SU-100 had all come at the same time, there's a strong chance they could have won this fight. But instead, they're coming one at a time, taking hellish fire from different angles. SU-100 takes a hit from Alex. Alex moves to advance, keeps his armor angled. SU-100 puts a shot straight into the front, which will never pen. Alex pens him again, and now he's just waiting for the gun to reload so he can finish the job. Tier 6 tank destroyer. SU-100 is a very dangerous tank, even to Tier 8s. It's got one hell of a gun. Enemy heavy tanks have pushed through the middle. And Alex has an AC-4 experimental bearing down on him, which is really not a tank he has to fear at all. The other team is bitching at each other in chat for their stupid push. I'm saying that, it was a stupid push. They pushed in one at a time. Alright, Alex is going to hold here for a second, but that IS-6 stopped moving. So he's trying to decide the best way to approach this situation. Now, I would go down, cut left, and go through the middle and come up behind those guys, and it certainly looks like that's what Alex is doing. 30-01P is engaging the AC-4. I think the 01P is going to lose that fight, and he does. But he loses it because of Artie. Alex would really, and then an M6 shows up way back at the Cat. Well, can't worry about him right now. Friendly tank destroyers should be able to handle that M6, especially that E-25. Alex checks his left flank as he passes through. Man, those enemy heavies are moving in fast. They are not messing around. IS class of tanks are pretty quick for heavies. And then Alex spots the rear of a T-29. He puts one in and immediately backs off because there's a box tank right there. Will the box tank pen him? Box tank fired HE and completely bounced. Alex put one into him, puts another shot into him, taking his track off. Checks on the T-29 for a second, says, let me finish this guy. Kills the SU. T-29, that guy doesn't have a clue. Of course, he's stock, and he just bounced a shot. Looked like the 90mm gun. Alex set him on fire with his last shot, and T-29 burns down. Alright, now, Alex has already done 2,459 damage. But he's only got himself and an E-25 left. They've got an IS-3 and an IS-6 on the enemy team that have proven competent, well, at least the IS-6. An Artie who's not rated very highly but has 3 kills, that AC-4 experimental, and a very good M44, which the M44 is a very dangerous Tier 6 artillery. That IS-3 is completely not moving, and there he is. He just hit Alex for 202 from behind, probably a splash. That M44 reloads in 18 seconds. So its hits aren't that huge, but every 18 seconds, that's yeah. Alex switches to APCR. I don't think that's a bad idea. He's in a carry situation, hunting down an enemy IS-6. He can't afford to bounce any shots, and he's going to be the main target for artillery. E-25's running around the middle, and the E-25 spots the IS-6. And there's that AC-4 experimental who fires and misses. Alex fires and misses. Oh, I'm sorry, he hit that shot. I thought he missed. AC-4 experimental backs off, and there's that M44 again, 168 damage. I had a team battle once where I hit a Super Pershing in an M44. I mean a 7-man team battle. And I hit a Super Pershing with an M44 on his engine deck and only did 200 damage but set him on fire. It's a very dangerous artillery. In a lot of ways, just as dangerous or even more so than FV304. Alex trying to figure out how he wants to go at this guy. He's really hoping the E-25 is going to do something besides just drive around in the middle. Go find Artie, find that AC-4 experimental, do something. Alright, there's the IS-6. He takes a hit from the AC-4 experimental in the rear. That guy's still basically in the same spot. And if he advances, he's going to take another hit. Can he deal with the AC-4 before having to engage the IS-6? There's the AC-4. AC-4 bounced and immediately backed off. Gotta give that guy some credit. E-25 just needs to finish him. And it happens. You saw Alex checking behind him there, just making sure that that IS-6 hadn't gotten spotted, and he missed it. And then he moves through. The IS-6 should be moving to flank him or something. IS-6 is a very good player. He's not going to sit still. Oh, there he is. Alex picks him up. Ooh, artillery fire missed. Barely. IS-6 bounces a premium round. It's exactly what Alex was waiting for. Comes down the hill, blasting a premium round into the side of the IS-6. Rams for a pretty equal amount of damage for both of them. Pounds another one into the side of the IS-6. And now he's got to stay moving just a little bit to A, avoid artillery fire, and B, keep the IS-6 from pinning his hydraulics on the top. He puts another one in. backs up a little bit, gets the kill, but takes 381 damage from an artillery strike. That knocked off his tracks, and took out his gunner. E-25 already hunted down the M44, and he's going to hunt down the M40-43 as well. Alex managed 3,370 damage and 6 kills for the Top Gun in a real nail-biter of a fight. What's going on out there? Did the E-25 ram the M40-43? Or was it a shotgun blast at point-blank range? Alex asked the same question. Yep, shotgun. So, just when you thought it was all over, it's not. There's an enemy M40-43 that has 4 kills, and Alex has 250 damage, 250 hit points. Now that M40-43 has one hell of a gun. Same gun basically as the M53-55, just a slower reload time. I think mine's got a 44-second reload with rammer and running cola. And by now it's reloaded. It's just going to take Alex way too long to get there. So, if that M40-43 fires first and hits, Alex loses. If Alex fires first and hits, Alex wins. Not much else for me to say at this point. Talk about going the distance, though, guys. Jeez. One minute left on the cap timer. There he comes. Oh. If he comes around the corner, that's it. He's going to drive through the house. He's going to drive through the house. Alex gets the shot off. Easy kill. Great game, Alex. Top Gun with 7 kills. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Just beautiful Super Pershing game. Showcased everything I love about this tank. Fantastic job. Thanks for the replay. And here comes the next game. Alright guys, and game 2 features Mark Nutt in his T32, very trusty Tier 8 American heavy tank. Nothing amazing about the T32 except for one thing, that turret. 299 millimeters of turret armor, and the tank is a little lower profile than a T29, so it doesn't stick up quite as much with great gun depression. Now, Mark Nutt is a Tier 8 heavy tank in a Tier 10 game. And look at those players. Let me pause this. Look at XVM for a minute. E100, 1300 WN8. Bad Chat 155-58, 1958. A 1540 rated T10, an 1829 M46. I mean, their top 6-7 players are all really good players. But Mark Nutt's also a very good player, and he's in a very solid tank. And let's be blunt, outside of the E100, there's not a lot of tanks on the enemy team he can't penetrate. The front of the T10 would be a little bit of trouble, but everything else he can handle as long as he's careful. And 299 millimeters of armor on that frontal turret should hold up pretty well against most of the enemy guns on the enemy team. Enemy T34 shows up, and the E5 is pushing hard. I mean, friendly team's got a lot of metal right here. T34 takes another hit, and then Mark has his choice of targets. Misses the Patton. I'd have probably opted for the side of the T10, but that's okay. I mean, I'm not being critical. Bounces on the T32. Not quite sure how. Shot must have gone high and hit the front part of the turret, maybe? He's being very careful. He says he's exposing just the top of his turret, which is exactly what he needs to do. Fires at the E100, weak spot at the top of the turret and misses. Bounces a shot from the Conway. Conway is a very easy target for him to damage, and he does. He puts a shot, bounces a hit from the Patton and the T10. This, I'm telling you guys, this turret is no joke. It is absolutely no joke. It is a beast. Yes, the hatch is a weak spot if you can hit it when you're firing up at it. See that? Can you hit that turret? Can't even see it. He plants one through the side of the E100's turret with a standard round. Beautiful shot. Nice target selection. He's going for the Conway this time. Gets him. Backs off. Conway just misses the return fire. No one's really trying to go after him. They don't think he's a threat. He finishes the kill of the Conway, bounces a hit from the T-54 and the T-34 simultaneously off the turret, but the enemy Patton does put one through the side of his turret. He fires a little late there, shot misses, and if it had hit it, just bounced off the front of that T-34. Hits the side of the T-34 for a penetrating hit. He's got the lower plate of the T-10 if he can reload in time. I mean, a lot of nice shot into the side of the T-34's turret. E-100 goes down. These guys, I mean, he is playing this machine absolutely perfectly, and these guys are ignoring him because he's just a tier 8 with the 105 gun from the T-29, and they see these guys who are either more important or more dangerous or just simply scarier, and it's a mistake because he's tearing them apart. He's already done, nice kill, he's already done more damage than his hit points. He's got 2 kills on a tier 9 TD and a tier 8 heavy tank. And his team is clearing this side quickly. And there's the M46 Patton that hit him earlier. I love that tank. He puts a shot into the tank's rear, and the Patton tries to escape, and he gets ISU'd. Waffenträger off PZ4 bounces off his turret. Probably did not have a very good shot. Enemy Pershing down the way. Can't quite fire at him, I think. Waffenträger doesn't miss that shot. Well, Mark's committed now. He's at point blank range. He puts one into the Waffenträger, switches to HE, and you knew what he was going for. Waffenträger's next round just takes off the track. He puts an HE shot into the guy for 328, and now he's just pushing him, giving the Waffenträger nothing to shoot at but the turret. HE round for 394. He's just bullying this guy. He's a tier 9 tank destroyer with a big-ass gun who has no idea what to do. He pounds another shot into the Waffenträger, who's now a one-shot. And that's the kill. Beautifully done. Once he realized that he was committed to engaging that Waffenträger at point-blank range, he just went for it. He didn't waver. He charged the guy, which is exactly what he should have done. Put himself at point-blank range so the Waffenträger couldn't get his gun down on anything but the turret, and he just bullied him. Beautiful work. He's got the side of the Pershing who's tracked. He's loading. Gets the shot off. Nice shot. 321 damage. And he's loading again, but the Pershing goes down. Nothing left but an artillery tank. This was a 48% chance to win. And his team won this very easily, frankly, very convincingly. And in my opinion, it was in no small part to Mark's performance here. And can he get that shot? He does. Wow. By the way, 241. The minimum damage roll on this gun's 240. It averages 320. That sucked. But Mark Nutt comes out of this with 3 kills, 4,332 damage, which is not a high caliber award. Missed it by 40 points. 40 points. An average roll on that last shot gets him the high caliber. Blocks, listen to this, 3,440 damage, almost all of it from Tier 9 tanks. One shot from a T34, every other shot he blocked was from a Tier 9 tank. Does not get the steel wall because he only took 10 hits. You have to take 11. He blocked more damage than the steel wall winner on his team. And he should have won the high caliber award except for a low roll on that last shot. He said to me in the email that he really didn't think this game was all that great until he saw the post-game stats. An ace tanker award with what was the highest XP of any replay sent to me in this contest for 4 days. And he wins not a single battle hero, not a Top Gun, not a Steel Wall, not a High Caliber. But it was an absolutely fantastic game, and Mark, you really showed you know how to use that T32. Fantastic. Thank you so much for sending it. Guys, I hope you liked watching these battles. I hope you'll subscribe for more. I hope, if you haven't already, and I hope you'll share the channel, because again, my channel, these aren't Unicum and Super Unicum players kicking the crap out of everybody. These are average players, above average players, good players, sometimes less than average players, that are just really showcasing some impressive stuff. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next time.